Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, everybody? You are now rocking with the experience of Black Cat Panther Podcast. We are in the building. You already see it. You already see what time it is. Your boy Christian McCaffrey has been traded. Your boy Christian McCaffrey has been traded. Man, look, I woke up to this news this morning and I said I'm nothing but shocked. I'm amazed. Uh, Before anything else, come on in, wipe your feet off on the mat, like and subscribe to the channel, show your boys some love. Y'all already know what time it is, man. We're gonna be going with the updates, the live streams. But first, before I do anything, man, so how you feeling this morning?
Oh man, I'm mixed emotions, bro. Mixed emotions. I don't know if I feel good. I don't know if I feel bad. I don't know if I feel happy. I don't know, man. But
Why you
blockbuster,
say
I
that?
put it
So,
like that.
well, we
What
knew
would you say?
Doomsday was coming.
Yeah, I
We
did.
we, we, we knew it was coming now.
Yeah, we did. We literally talked about it. We talked about the conversation we could potentially get back. So we did. We knew it was coming for sure. We did.
Man, look at here. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Y'all already see what time it is. Your boy Dub Q. Look at here. I'm at work. I'm trying to get it. I've been keeping my eyes and ears to everything, but I've been staying back and just laying low because I knew these trades was going to be coming, man. Being upfront and honest with y'all, I knew this shit was going to be coming. Make no mistake about it. Christian McCaffrey has been moved, and he's been moved for a second round, a third round, a fourth round, and next year's fifth round. Well, 2025 fifth round. Man, how you feel about what we got back for him?
The compensation we got back was better than I thought it would be. Actually, I thought that
Yeah,
we'll at least trade him for a first, or I thought we'd trade him for a second and a third. For us to be able to get him for a first, I meant for a second, third, fourth, and next year's fifth, that's four picks for a running back we talking about. Like that I think that was an awesome trade. If I had to grade this trade based off right now, I give it an A minus. This trade, I think people gonna see like running backs are starting to, we were able to get four picks off an expensive running back who's injury prone. Like, and man, I think that was awesome, bro. Awesome compensation that we got back from. What about you?
well, I'll say this: if you can't get a first round pick, you get an overhaul of picks for this guy. And I'm gonna tell you, a lot of those picks only came because there was, and people don't even know this, but there was a bidding war going for CMC. It was between San Francisco and the LA Rams. LA
Yeah, yeah,
Rams was
yeah.
big time in this, and San Francisco. That's why they threw all the picks at Christian McCaffrey because they realize right now if you pair him with a guy like Debo, you pair him with the other guy that they got at receiver. I can't never remember his name, but they would be better off, especially for the future because they knew that they had money that was tied up for Christian McCaffrey for the next 3 years. So they're looking down the road. They felt like this would be a young guy, a nice guy. He's young enough to build around a new quarterback for Trey Lance once he come back. And so they felt confident, and they did not want to let this nigga go to the Rams. That was the
Yeah,
last thing that they wanted to have Matthew Stafford, have Christian McCaffrey, and to pay him a Cooper Cup and those guys. So
yeah.
we basically won out on the war. I mean, they won out on the bidding war with what's going on with CMC. How you feel about that?
Yeah, like I said, I pretty much like it. The only thing was Q. The only thing, and I would have did this. I would have let them kept that fifth rounder, and I would have took on at least Elijah Mitchell or I think we should have gotten a running back. Jeff Wilson and Elijah Mitchell are young. They're on rookie deals. I would at least got one of those guys back, and for them to be able to get Christian McCaffrey, Jeff Wilson, and Elijah Mitchell. When Elijah Mitchell get back fully healthy, do you know they will potentially have the best backfield in the NFL outside
Yeah,
of probably the Browns? Like they're so deep at they have literally three potential starters at running back. One
yeah.
one one all world, one good running back, and one another good running back. So I me personally, I wanted Elijah Mitchell or Jeff Wilson to be included in one of those deals. They could have kept that fifth or that fourth. But I see why they did it. because I think we gonna end up turning. I don't think we gonna keep all of those picks. I think we gonna turn some of those picks and get higher picks. I think you can see us package probably. I'll put it like this: a fourth, 2/4 this year. We can move up in the third. Like we could do a lot of things. So I like the
What what
conversation that we got back.
what Zoe? I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I said off the record, this is just the beginning. Shaq Thompson
Oh
is
yeah.
another guy that I'm hearing right now that's rumored to be headed out.
Oh yeah.
Um, if you get at least a second or a third round pick for Shaq Thompson, you also look at there's going to be Brian Burns talks in a few. I mean,
Yeah.
because it's looked like it's going to be a complete rebuild. This is not a retool anymore.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I think this indicated that we're in a rebuild. We
Yeah.
are. And
So
look, when we say
mhm.
rebuild, we don't mean get rid of everybody. That's not what a rebuild is, fellas. A rebuild is getting rid of your veterans that's been there for a while, getting rid of those big contracts, getting rid of those glue guys that's been there, and you bringing in a new regime. So when we say rebuild, that does not mean we trade guys like Brown, Chin, Horn, Ikemi Kwano, Moten, guys like that. That DJ Moore. That doesn't mean we're trading guys like that. That just means we're getting rid of guys that's been there a while. That's basically established the mantra that like we're getting rid of those guys that basically bought that pant like guys that's been there a while, like the Shaq Thompsons of the world, like the Dante Jacksons, guys like that. You can see on the outs, bro. And like we seen with
well,
CMC.
and you got to also look at it. A guy like Dante Jackson, like I said, you paid him $11.5 million, and you look around, you got a young guy like JC who's outperforming him, making no way next to money that he's making. So look for that guy to be another piece to possibly be moved. And I mean, think about it. They love Dante right here in Carolina, but at the end of the day, the money ain't matching the production. The money's not matching. So you got to look at it from each level. I think Xavier Woods and Jeremy Chin are safe. I don't think those two guys are going anywhere.
Yeah,
J.C. Horn is the only lock at corner. Everybody else is expendable. Uh, and as far as linebackers, Luvu is the only guy that's safe at linebacker. So, like I said before, you're going to see a triple effect. This front seven is going to be rebuilt. Uh, I like what I'm seeing from Derek Brown. He's having quietly a Pro Bowl year. They're going to build around him. Brian Burns seems disgruntled, so they're going to get him up out of here next. But
yeah,
before that happens, Shaq Thompson is going to be one of the first ones out of the door.
yeah. I think I wouldn't be surprised if Shaq gets traded today. I'll
Yeah,
be on the lookout for that. For any fans watching, I'll be on the lookout for Shaq Thompson today. I think if a deal hits if the deal hits their phones and they like it, I think he's out of here, bro. I think this
yeah,
team is trying to get as many picks as they can get back, fellas. We went from 3 picks in the first 5 rounds to now last night us having 7 picks in the first
yeah,
5 rounds now. So we're trying to get up on this thing. And if you look at what we're doing, we're cutting money year after year. So we get rid of Shaq, that saves us another 10 million. We get rid of Dante, that could potentially save us another 10. I got to look at the dead cap for Dante Jackson
yeah.
though, but it's saving us money. I think Brian Burns can get you those picks. Brian Burns can get you a first and a second, and that first could be a top 15 first. So man, we could do a lot. Me personally, I don't, man. You got to pay Brian Burns. I would trade Brian Burns. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. From just his attitude and being around with a new regime coming in, I don't want that guy in the locker room. I love Brian Burns, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Make no mistake, I don't want to see any of the players go because this shit hurt me to see CMC. I
Yeah, it
mean,
did.
he is our, he has been our go-to player, our franchise guy for the last couple of years, and that shit hurt, man. When I saw that say Chris McCaffrey got traded, I couldn't do nothing but just look at it
Yeah,
because you think about it, 1,300 yards in one season and 1,000 yards receiving in one season, and that just walk up out the door just now.
fellas, ho. Q Twitter
What's up?
verified Twitter user Michael Balco. He tweeted this. hearing that Panthers defensive end Brian Burns is practically a lock to be traded before the NFL trade deadline.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He
Get,
got to go because
get
I'm
what
pretty
you can get
sure they
back from
sat
these
down and
guys,
talked to
man.
him. Yeah, they probably sat down and talked with Brian Burns, and then they came to the realization and said, "Hey," he probably told him, "I don't want to be here. There's nothing that I can do here, so get me on up out of here. I want to go somewhere where I can win."
Yeah, Q, I'm gonna be
I mean,
100 with you, and
mhm.
and it's gonna be rough. Q, I now with this trade, I think I I I seriously don't see us getting another one this year, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't.
That's it for the wins for this year. We now compete for the #1 draft pick. I told y'all this all last week.
Yeah,
I told y'all this shit, man. We looking at the #1 draft pick, man. What
I,
it did, and this is what they did. This is what they did. They put Steve Wilkes into it, like I told you, a burning house. And they said, nigga, save us. And the fact that he couldn't get anything going, they said, okay, not even Steve Wilkes can save this right here. So what we're going to do, we're going to scrap the entire idea. We're going to get everybody up out of here because there's no sense in us even wasting anybody more time. No
mm-hmm.
sense in wasting more time.
Yeah,
And so Steve Wilkes now is just a nigga there in the spot, and he got no say. He got no pull, and all he can do is sit around and look because he wanted CMC. He
yeah,
wanted CMC.
yeah. All I just see him doing now is just holding us through this year. That's it. That's all he is.
Yeah,
To be
yeah,
the
he out.
through this year.
So Zoe, like you been saying, go and get your pictures, go and get a good look, because Steve Wilkes, hopefully the next coach to come in is going to put him on the staff. If not, the nigga out the door.
Yeah, man. Look, you know what's crazy, Q? Just yesterday, bro. I went to a guy I know. He make custom rugs, right? So I said, y'all gonna need me a DJ Moore custom rug. He said he said
Mm.
he said okay. He said I got you. So I said so I supposed to be going today to go get it. Should should I get
That
it?
bitch might have a different team on it. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
man, it's wild. It's crazy seeing CMC, the guy, the fly CMC, thousand CMC, run CM like man, it's crazy. But like I said, you can't get too emotionally attached because guys like this, it has to happen, especially if you wanna do this rebuilding thing right. It gotta happen. I'm gonna just be 100 with you. It's gonna be tough seeing it because it's gonna be guys that you love and that you've grown apart to really love their game and you want to see them succeed so bad. But you gotta be realistic for both situations. So okay, let's look at both situations. Q, let me ask you these two questions. For Christian
Yeah,
McCaffrey,
yeah.
was being here his best option?
No, not for his
Thank you.
career.
So for the Carolina Panthers, was us keeping CMC for the future our best option?
Hey, Zoe,
Yo,
do me a favor because I'm driving. I saw Kendall call. Put the link in the chat.
all right, I got you.
Yes, sir. Kendall, if you're listening, he putting the link in the chat for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the link in there right now.
Man, look at here. It wasn't in our best interest. And I say this entirety, man. I hate to see such a great player waste his career. But god damn it, I'm telling you, man, this shit really, really, really. I love CMC, man. Like, and I'm so glad that I got to the Saints game to see him one last time in a uniform because you can look back over the history and you get to cherish these moments that you see. Now, granted, I know y'all say let's not be tied to certain players, let's not put your emotion into it. But I can say in my lifetime that I was able to see CMC on this field in the Panthers uniform. So I enjoyed that. Me as a fan, I enjoyed that.
Oh yeah, most definitely. CMC was he was one of the better offensive players we ever had in this franchise. I mean, let's be 100. No
Yeah,
doubt about it.
yeah. In his time span, for what he did for Carolina, when Cam was gone, when you look around, coaches was gone, CMC was here. He was here. They ran this nigga into the ground, But he had 3 straight years where he didn't get hurt at all. And then they ran this nigga into the ground. And ever since then, he been trying, and I mean trying to stay on the field. So
Yeah.
it ain't nothing but much love and respect, CMC. Nothing but love and respect, CMC.
How you put this in the chat? I put it, but I don't see the link popping up. I copied it.
Just copy it.
You said in the chat.
I might can do it. My bag on self. Hold on.
Yeah, but man, I'll put it like this, man. Let's if we want to do it right, let's get ahead of it right now. You pick your quarterback, and I think, and I heard what this the thing was, Q, and I don't think I said this on live. The thing was, to everybody listening out there, we realistically, and Ian Rappaport and Adam Schefter said this too. We knew that we couldn't get a first round pick back from CMC. That was the notion around the front office. So when that happened, and we knew no team out there was going to offer a first round pick for him, we basically put it like this: we had to get an overhaul of picks.
What up, fellas? Good morning.
What's up?
What's going on?
Not much, man.
Top of the
Man,
morning.
how y'all feeling?
Boys?
I'm gonna just say, I'm glad the crutch is gone. Now the team can actually be a team.
Man,
real.
To Haywood's point,
It's just been like a one-man team this whole time he been here.
Yeah, you know what, Haywood, Hollywood, I actually said that too. I said this guy actually be good in us seeing the talent that we may have on this offense. Like I said this. Chuba, this is Chuba last chance to try to show that he's worth being on this team. Terrace Marshall, Shy Smith, all of those guys. Now they playing. Now you can't say CMC was the only offense because guess what? Now you all gonna have to step up into the picture now and make some plays.
Well, so you say Chuba and Terrace Marshall, but all them niggas out the door. I'm sorry, Chuba and Terrace Marshall is out the door too.
Hey, y'all hold on a second. I'm gonna take y'all show over for a second, cause I've been thinking about this thing all night. Now, Q, you wrong. Steve Wilkes. I told y'all all he was there for was to keep the motherfucker off the rock.
Yeah.
And I finally think maybe. Now, I've been talking shit about Scott Fitter, and I said he didn't have no backbone, and he should have never took the job with his hands cuffed when the council was there. And please do not anybody get on no platform and say Matt Rule, because he is the 100% reason for this.
Yeah.
If y'all only got mad, y'all mad because see Matt gone, y'all can blame that motherfucker. 100%. 3 wasted motherfucking years. Oh, somebody who didn't know how to build no damn team. Maybe.
I agree.
Now we gonna give the next coach a full loaded clip. If Zoe said, if Brian Burns, if you wanna go, get your ass up out of here. All I need is dogs that's committed to fucking winning.
Yeah.
Every Sunday, Monday through Friday, during the season, I want you to be a motherfucking Panther. That's it. I don't need this bullshit ass coaching no more. What? Let me ask y'all one thing. What are our team colors?
Black and blue.
Black and blue. That's how you beat a motherfucker's ass today. Black and blue. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what we used to do. We used to pound on motherfuckers. Keep pounding was our shit. We used to be a downhill motherfucking team, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, you talking
that's what I want in the building.
Yeah. And look, Kendall, even with that, and what you saying that, even when I listened to Steve Smith the other day, Steve Smith talked about it. He said, "Yo, I love this team," but he said, "I'm not gonna be a guy who just unknowingly just go out and just talk good about my team." And he said this coaching staff was pretty bad. He said, and when you look at it, they had the truck driver, what he would call it, like the dump truck, which is Derek Brown. They had him moving laterally. In college, he wasn't doing it at his best. He was moving forward. He was pushing
What?
guys.
What did I tell y'all? And they told this nigga to lose weight.
Yeah.
Why you gonna lose weight on the line, my nigga? When
Fact.
you play the line, you go forward. You don't go from side to side. A
Fact.
defensive tackle is called a tank. What
Yeah.
does a tank do? Destroy. It don't
Yeah.
move side to side. It's on rollers. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't on wheels. A tank, nigga.
Yeah, that's facts.
Fellas, good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing, man?
This wave.
Nah, this
What's
Omar.
up? What's up, Doc?
No. I know this. I'm just saying this is wave.
You funny, man.
You're wave. Like,
Hey, man. This is the best. This is the best Panther season in the past 5 years, man. We fired Matt Rule. We traded CMC. Yes, it hurts emotionally, but we are finally starting to do things as a sound
I'm
organization.
happy. Talk
You
that
gotta
shit.
be happy.
Talk that
We
shit. I'm
we sold
happy.
we sold the depressed assets and got a second, third, fourth, and a fifth in next year's draft, bro.
yeah.
Facts.
And
That's
we
crazy.
getting
Come
the
on,
six.
man.
What
That
do we
is
get for
crazy.
Robbie? So that
They
means
got
we
all
got a
that for
six,
an
another
injured running
fifth,
back.
and whatever we got for Robbie for next year. We loaded for next year.
Yeah,
Like,
facts. Yeah, we are.
like, because at least,
They
bro,
gonna
now
bundle those picks and
that's what I'm saying.
get something
I'm
else.
happy we rebuilding with much draft capital as possible.
Yeah.
A loaded clip.
Just think if we
We
get rid of
finally
Burns,
got a
we can
loaded
get another
clip.
first and second.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's the thing I want to do, Hollywood. I want to turn Burns into a first and a second.
Yeah,
That
he
way,
You
got
you
to.
bro,
goddamn right.
you will be
You
able to
damn right.
have
You
5
damn right.
picks in the first 2 rounds,
You
and then
damn right.
put it like this. Put it like this, Hollywood. You'll be able to have 9 picks in the first 4 rounds.
Right.
You think that coach ain't gonna come in here and look? Now that's attractive to a coach where he know
Yes, sir.
he gonna get his franchise quarterback, and then he got 8 other picks to build around that quarterback. Man,
That's right.
do
Y'all,
y'all know
hey,
how
y'all
attractive that
stop
is?
that side shit. Stop that side shit. Stop that goddamn side shit.
Yeah.
Hey, it's time to get real. It's time to get real right
Hey,
here. See what's on the
look.
roster right now that we gonna keep. See what's on the roster right now what we
There we
gonna
go.
keep.
There we go.
11-game audition. They got
Yep.
an 11-game
Facts.
audition.
Yeah. Fact.
And then your ass is out of here, bro. We not playing no goddamn more. You're
Yeah.
not just
And
getting the
yeah.
around this motherfucker. No shit.
Like I think, like you said, Omar, I think this was a blessing. It had to happen, bro. It had to. Yeah, it's not gonna look good to most fans because you love the player,
They don't
but if
understand
you
the
want to move
business.
forward as a team, this had to happen. I'm sorry,
It's
it had
all
to
a
happen.
business. When you're
Yeah,
bad,
facts.
it's a business. People, if anybody should
Hey,
be
Coach, you
mad at
have
Matt
been
Rule.
saying don't get attached to these players.
I
Be
told I
mad.
told him that. I told him that Hollywood. I told him that.
Be mad that Matt Rule wasted y'all favorite players 3 years with his college bullshit. Like, and plus, you act like he played last year. What he played in 10 games over the past 2 seasons. Yes, he had got a 6 so far, and he was looking pretty good. But it's like, bro, you got to sell while he's still somewhat high. You can't risk him playing 2 more weeks and possibly tweaking something, and now the draft value go down. So it's like it hurts. It's gonna hurt for probably the rest of the season, but come the off season, when we doing these mock drafts and we trying to figure out what we doing with these picks, we gonna be all right, man.
And to that point, Omar, we should have been used to CMC not being on the field anyway over these past 2 years.
Like, man.
Yeah. That made it a lot easier, especially when you see these picks that we got back for him. So it's not
Facts.
going to be it's not a bad idea. You just take a look at what we're gonna have. I'm probably do something maybe later on in the week to show how many picks we got total, so you can see it.
Because I like to look at a team like the Jets. The Jets had 3 first round picks this last draft. They got Garrett Wilson, they got
Cuz.
Jeremiah Johnson, and who else they get in that first? I can't remember right now. But that's what you got to do to kind
Sauce.
of rebuild on the fly, bro. You got to get
Hey,
these draft
y'all
picks.
check it out. Somebody asked a question last night, and I said, "How dumb can you be? You ain't been watching football." They said, "Look at the Giants. How did the Giants do that? The Giants had 2 first-round picks. They picked
Yeah.
right in front of us. Y'all
Yeah.
asking how they did that?
They
The
had
Giants
2
had
in
a
the top
7
10,
second
Kendall.
pick, and
They
what
had
they
2
did.
in the top 10.
Oh, Omar, they had 2 in the top 7.
Come on,
Hell yeah.
that's how they pay. If
Facts,
you get
Rondo.
just imagine if you had three motherfuckers in the top 10, you could change your culture with one motherfucking draft. You understand what I'm saying? So you talking about in whatever position or that you need those players, those are top day one starter players. You understand?
Yeah,
Not no scrubs now.
yeah.
Power
They changed
five
their offensive line and
motherfucking players.
defensive line.
Yeah.
You're right.
Fixed. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? Period. Fixed today. In the story. And you got them on rookie deals. Your money is right. Your culture is right. You see what I'm saying? Bro, hey, y'all better stop being sad. He gone. Yeah. Hey, it's time to get ready. It's time to get right.
Yeah. Most definitely is. Yeah. Most definitely. So let me ask y'all this. Okay, we like the picks, but I want to go around when I ask this, and I don't care who takes a jab at it first. Who do y'all think won this trade, and why?
That's hard, and I want to jump in there first because in the long term, if CMC can stay healthy for maybe 2 to 3 more years and give San Fran a shot at winning the Super Bowl, it's hard to say that San Fran didn't win this trade. But and for us, where we headed as an organization, we won this trade, man. We got 4 picks for a running back over his hump with injury problems. That's not a loss. It's a loss emotionally, but it's not a business loss.
I think the Panthers won this trade right now. I think it is all going to depend on how we use these picks, how they move them,
Yeah.
because we can miss on every single last one of these picks, and we still gonna be in the same spot we in now.
We ain't gonna miss. We ain't gonna miss. We ain't gonna miss. No.
Nah, I
Don't even
know
come
we
with
ain't
that
gonna miss,
bullshit.
but
We ain't gonna miss.
there's always a possibility somebody
We
can
ain't gonna
bust.
miss. We doing the shit too early to miss. We ain't gonna miss. Y'all don't talk that shit. We ain't
The
gonna miss.
only thing I don't like kinda is that the fact that these picks are basically for that next round. You know what I mean? So basically we got a second, that's basically a third round. The 49ers are gonna go deep in the playoffs, I believe.
But see, our picks are gonna be high. Our original picks are gonna be high.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Though the picks that they traded us was compensatory picks, right?
I have no idea.
I didn't see
Yeah,
anything
because
about that, Zoe.
I think one of those picks was a Rams pick. Is a St. Louis Ram, and a LA Rams pick. So you got to see who they come from.
Yeah. See. Yeah. Yeah.
One of those picks is a Rams pick.
Yeah. You know what, Kendall? I said this though, Kendall. I said now. Granted, remember the other night I was saying I want a first. Now I put it like this. Y'all said a second and a third, but I said
Second
this
and
though,
third.
Kendall, this morning. I said this is better. The compensation that we got back from him this time is better than us just getting it first.
Easy.
Well,
You can do more. You can do more with multiple picks than just
Yeah.
one pick. Yeah, it's a first
yeah.
round pick, but we can do more.
Y'all understand? Look, Q. We added. Me and Big Cat added it up. That was like $26 million now. That's Roquan. If you want him,
Yeah. On top of Shaq, on top of
on top of Shaq, if we can get Shaq up out of here, that's with Robbie going too. That's 26 million. If we move the money and we got picks, do you
Yep.
know how much damage we could do?
Yep.
My goodness. Boy. See, I'm excited now. I'm ready.
Oh yeah. I
This
just think
all,
all depends on who we bring in as a coach, bro. Like
yeah,
it's sad to say, but it all stems back to that, bro. Like
it's on Scott.
yeah,
It's all in Scott court now, bro. Scott got a GM. Scott got a GM. He ain't got nobody in his way.
he, like I said, the dude is walking in. I like you said, that he can walk in with a lot of money and a lot of picks. It's just about what he can do with the money. Like I can give you $1 million right now. It looks so enticing, but it's about what you do with that million. You could turn that million into about 5 million or 10, or you could just run his value all the way down and spend it on some dumb stuff. Hey, one of y'all got echo. So I don't know, man. I apologize. I'm excited though, and I was happy to see, but granted, I don't even know now. I seen a report that they said DJ was untouchable because they view him as a foundational piece, but who knows, man? if the right offer come through, who knows, man?
Yeah, because this trade officially tells other teams, okay, Carolina don't care. Carolina, they'll let go of somebody for the right price. So now, like I said, I think this weekend is going to be a couple games. If Green Bay lose again and their receivers ain't do nothing, you might got to hit them up and say, all right, we wasn't trying to throw in this first, but fuck it, we need DJ. So here goes this first. So we got until November 1st. I think somebody else is still on the move.
Oh
Somebody else
yeah,
is still
Shaq.
on the move for sure.
I said this. I
Well,
said
yeah, Shaq,
Shaq
yeah,
could move.
Shaq next.
I think Shaq could be moved by the end of the day, bro.
Yeah, Shaq next. Somebody gave the terminology of this is a natural tank. You know what I'm saying? So, like, soon as Shaq leave or whatever, y'all can pretty much say that this season over. You know what I'm saying? Shaq leave, Brian Burns leave. You know what I'm saying? It's over. That one is solidified. You know what I mean? We might slip up and win one more game. You know what I mean?
No, we ain't winning no more. Oh no, sir. Wait. I don't see
Ain't no
another
more
game.
wins, Kendall.
Kendall. We
Let
seen
them
how
go.
bad our offense looked with CMC. Can you only imagine? And he was the offense. Can you only
Well, see, that
imagine
was
how
the
it's gonna
crutch.
look
That was
now?
the crutch now, y'all. That was the crutch. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know they're gonna feature say Terrence Marshall. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna try to get the ball downfield to him and this and that. Cause I mean, we got to try to feature these guys. Like I said, this is an 11 game audition for these guys. Like I mean, you're gonna see all these young players come up there and play. That's why Steve Wilkes, that's why I told you was wrong, Q, because see, the first thing Steve Wilkes said, these people on the roster now, you see what I'm saying? They want to play, things like that. Bringing these niggas up from the practice squad and shit. They seeing
Yeah.
what the fuck they got. This shit was already being orchestrated. You know what I'm saying? From the gate.
Well, I tell you like this, man. And this is something that I did not want to see it come to, but yeah, if you're just watching it, you're just coming in. Christian McCaffrey has been traded. We got a second round, a third round, fourth round, and 2025 fifth round pick for him. 4 picks, 4 total picks for Christian McCaffrey. Now I asked this question: was the value worth what we got for him? Was the value worth what we got for him?
I think we got too much.
Yeah, fact, yeah.
For a running back?
No,
I
we
like
didn't. No,
running back.
hey,
Running back?
hey, do y'all remember Sam Donald? Do y'all remember CJ Henderson? God damn, we done been getting finessed to damn nerve. It's about
Hey,
time for us to get something
so
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
what
This
I
one
think
pick.
is this is
Let us
basically
come
getting
out
all
on
those
top
picks
on the
back
deal for once.
from
Yeah, we just
Sam,
recouped all those picks
Baker,
back in one
and
move.
CJ. Yep.
Yeah,
So,
can we come
so,
up on the deal for once?
so, how y'all feeling about Scott Fitterer's ability to finesse these niggas, man?
Hey,
Scott
Q
hands ain't
and
tied.
Scott, we trust, bro.
Yeah, and
Look,
Scott, you got to trust in the GM. My fault, Q.
y'all not giving that nigga enough credit because, like I said before, he had to go along with a lot of the stuff that Rue wanted because his hands was tied. But as you see now, in a dumpster fire now, we are recouping some of these picks. Now, granted, these are players that I never want to see go, but like Kendall said, this shit is business. This is the franchise now. We're moving forward. So everybody, make sure you out your feelings about it. I love CMC. I love watching him play. But hey, you
Hey,
gotta go for what's best for the team.
Go ahead and hang up that throwback. Go ahead and hang up that 22 throwback, man.
Oh, shit could be 60% off for the rest of the year now.
Hey,
Pretty much, because they probably got a bunch of them in stock. They probably
can
got a bunch
y'all
in stock.
imagine the tickets to the game?
Oh,
They
the bitch
probably
gonna be
gonna fit
$40, $50 probably.
for a front row seat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm going to
if
see
you
that shit,
ever
man.
want to go to a Panthers game and sit in the front, now is your chance.
Nah, but let me tell y'all something, fellas. We, like I said, we should have seen this coming when Tepper talked, because Tepper was talking about, we all 22 teams have the same cap, the same resources, so we got to do a better job at using our resources. So at least Tepper is now saying, okay, we need to get some of these picks back, some of these resources back, and do it the right way. Let's not just keep throwing money at stuff. Let's go out, let's scout, let's keep some of these homegrown guys and develop. That was the thing under Matt Rule. These players didn't get better. When we drafted these guys, these players never got better. Terrace Marshall never got better.
Somebody got an echo.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah, facts. No, that's fact. That's facts. That's fact. That's facts, Omar. For sure that is. Yeah, they did. The development here was never good. They never did get better.
And that's what Steve Smith alluded to. He said, y'all looking for depth. He said, behind J.C. Horn going down and on defense stuff again, where's the depth? Behind Dante Jackson going down and J.C. Horn, where is the depth at corner? And it seemed like we were picking up a cornerback every week and still don't got a damn corner.
Ain't none.
They weren't shit. We were picking up Walmart brand corners. You know what I'm saying? Walmart brand. Instead of going to the damn boutiques and getting motherfuckers, we were getting Walmart brand, great value and shit.
That's facts. And so enough is enough, man. We've gotten to the point now where you see clearly that those guys weren't it, and now it's a fire. Now, who y'all got going out next? Everybody?
Burns, Chat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shaq,
my friend's a Patriots fan. I think the Pats gonna pick up Shaq.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't see.
I'm looking at it like this. Anything that y'all been hearing a rumor about is probably true.
Yeah.
Well, I think DJ is safe. I think that the next quarterback you come in, you're gonna want to pair DJ with because he's young. He's gonna give you a good dominant 5-6 more years as a receiver. So you don't want to trade this guy.
For the right price, he can be gone too, bro. I gotta respect these players, man. This will be DJ's third coach.
You remember how hard it was to get a receiver in the doors after Steve Smith? It took us 5-6 years to find a motherfucker.
At least we got the picks now.
Yeah, but we had the picks before we couldn't find the shit. Remember we had Benjamin?
You know why?
And his big 285-pound ass ended up out of the league.
Marty Herney draft, man. We ain't got Marty no more. Marty.
Omar.
Yeah, but see, that was that stupid ass thinking though, Q. That was that stupid ass thinking that Cam wasn't accurate. You know what I'm saying? That Cam needed a big receiver. You know what I'm saying? We got motherfuckers that couldn't get separation. That was that stupid ass
radius. That's what them boys say. They need to up the catch radius, get him a 6'6", 6'5" receiver, because he ain't accurate. Now look at the shit. That was a waste. He one of the biggest busts we ever had. Kevin Benjamin, shit.
Yeah, it's between him and Vernon Butler for sure. Top two.
Oh, Vernon Butler. Oh, don't even get me started on that cat.
At least Kelvin did have 1,000.
No, Jimmy Clausen is the biggest bust in Panthers history.
Man, we all knew Jimmy was a bum when we drafted him.
Nah, but some people thought Jimmy was gonna be the next Drew. Some people thought.
Well, see, they was listening to that nigga on the NFL Network talking about he's the most NFL ready quarterback from Notre Dame. Man, get that shit out of here.
Yeah, people talking about Alabama and Ohio
people
State
listening to him.
I've never taken a Notre Dame quarterback.
So I'm gonna ask y'all this, and I want to turn it this way. So I'm gonna ask y'all, and y'all can go around right now. The picks that we getting back, and future picks that y'all believe that we will get back, and future players being gone. Who would y'all bring in, and who would y'all trust as the new head coach with these picks?
Oh, Harbaugh. Like I told you before, when you busting it down like this, you need somebody who can build a complete program, build a complete franchise, who's done it before. Because you seen what he did in San Fran, building that up.
Hey, Q. Now, like I said, I've been riding all night thinking about this shit.
Yeah.
And I wasn't a big fan of Ken Dorsey when everybody was saying. But he did see McDermott do it. You know what I'm saying? He has been there with McDermott the whole time. So,
hey, Q, let me jump in real quick. Good morning, fellas. My bad, I'm late.
Morning.
What's good, CW?
Hey, I'll say this. I'm tired of everybody being goddamn emotional and all this shit. Y'all niggas killing me with this shit. I'm waking up. I still got goddamn morning. You know how you got that morning breath talk. This is
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
this is the thing that I need everybody to understand. Christian McCaffrey has been auditioning for a new team for the last 2 weeks. Even in the Discord, we've been talking
Yeah,
about
yeah, we did.
why the hell is it CMAT, CMAT, CMAT?
Mm-hmm.
What I see how the trade went down was it was like a thief in the night. We didn't expect that shit at no goddamn almost midnight last night. When we look at what Scott Fitterer, I know we've all been hard on Scott Fitterer with some of these acquisitions we get for, you know, Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield. This man really got the best value, me personally thinking of what we could have got for C-Mac. I know everybody thought the Bills was going to be in play. The Bills were just toying with us. The Chiefs, I don't know if everybody heard what the Chiefs were trying to give us was 2 third-round picks and possibly a player. Number 2, we saying how we've missed on all these different players. Yes, we've missed on players, but I don't know if you guys have seen what Jay Glazer said. I actually read an article where Jay Glazer reported that the Panthers actually reached out to him to see if Sean Payton was interested. Jay Glazer said that as of right now, Sean Payton is not interested. Yes, we're acquiring picks because we're trying to trade with the Saints. But another thing as well, I know I've been messing with Hollywood about Brian Burns. For the right price for Burns, we're going to give Burns up. But what they're saying is, even when it came to draft, the past 3 drafts, all those Baylor players, all these players that he wanted to draft it, Scott Fitterer's hands were handcuffed because Matt Rule has so much say so in a draft room. Scott Fitterer has never said, "This is the guy that I want. This is what we're going to do. This is my decision." So now Scott is actually acquiring all these picks for whichever coach that we're going to hire, which I'm hoping Ken Dorsey comes in. We're not going to get a defensive minded coach, and that came from Jay Glazer's article as well. It's going to be an offensive minded coach that we're looking for. So really and truly, this is not a rebuild. This is a retool. I know everybody's freaking out because C-Mac is gone, but it was for the good. I've said with Zoe and Q, whenever I think they were just talking about a couple of prospects. There's running backs in this draft this year that I'm not saying are like C-Mac, but they are definitely running backs in there. Running back that I give an example that came in his rookie year. I'm not going to say Bryce Hall because he was a first round pick. Look what Damian Pierce is doing for the Houston Texans right now.
Facts. You can get a running back anywhere.
Oh no, yeah.
Absolutely anywhere.
The running backs in this draft deep. You got
Thank you.
Bijan, Jameer, you got Tank, you got
Yep.
Devon. Oh, it's a lot of. And Jameer Gibbs, I'm gonna be. If y'all ain't never watched him, I'm telling you.
Hey,
He
when
was
he was at Georgia
AJ
Tech, y'all
48.
missing what he's doing at Georgia Tech. Everybody's thinking Alabama. He just, came out of the blue. When that man was at Georgia Tech, only reason I know about Georgia Tech, I'm a Tar Heel, so I've seen him playing the ACC.
Yeah,
He's legit. He's legit.
it's different. He played to me. He played like Alvin Kamara. He played
Correct.
like
We're gonna have
Correct.
to
so.
pick up Will Shipley next year to keep some of these fans happy. Get them to see him next CMC out of
Hey, that's
Clemson.
all. That's like I said. That's all I had to say. Because I mean, I'm so tired of everybody saying this, or that. We knew this was coming. I think it's just the thief of the night type of mode that we did this. Like, I don't think Brian Burns is going to be traded because if the report where they're saying DJ Moore is the actual cornerstone key point for this new regime to come in as coaching, they said Derek Brown is one. Um, Brian Burns is one and DJ Moore is one. Only reason I think we would trade Brian Burns right now if we get another number one. If we get another number one pick for Brian Burns, then hey, it is what it is. But right now, I just don't see it happening.
Facts. I agree with that. I agree. Oh man, yeah. Well, it's one of those things, man. Like I said, you hate to see a person go, but hey, business is business. We gotta
Yep.
win. We gotta change this franchise. We gotta create a new culture. Um, Y'all guys need to start looking, getting together who y'all want as a new coach. That's where we at right now. Yeah.
Trust me, Q. That coaching gig is looking juicier by the week.
Oh yeah, the more picks we get, look. You can get anybody that's going to want to take this position because I'm telling you, with the young talent you got, and you're able to come in and build a roster as you see fit. A
Yep.
lot of coaches will jump on that opportunity.
Yeah.
Yep. And then I want to know this.
Well, I don't, I don't,
Um,
I don't think he'll be able to build that roster, but I think he'll be able to work with Scott. You know what I'm saying? Now,
What
if
do
he
you
won't
mean
have
not build a
control
roster?
like Rule did, I mean,
Oh,
I don't think
Kendall,
he'll
any coach
have
come in here,
control
if
like
they got
Rule
all
did.
these picks, they're gonna have full control to the draft whoever they want. Whatever coach come in,
No,
they're
not
not
you.
taking that job without
Uh, uh, uh,
drafting who they want.
Federer gonna build a team, but he gonna work with
Is Federer gonna
the new
coach them?
coach. What I'm
Is
saying is,
Federer gonna coach them?
Rule has full roster control. You know what I'm saying? If Federer
Q,
brought a motherfucker in
no, we
here,
talking about when it comes to drafting. Like no coach goes out there and say, "Okay, Scott, give me this, give me these array of
yes.
players, and pick anyone out of the number 1 through 10." They're not gonna do that.
Hey, Q. Another thing that I want to point out.
What's up, Pat?
Um, what's going to happen too? I don't know if everyone remember when David Temper did his press conference. It's not going to be one person has all the power. I actually think that he's actually gonna consolidate and talk with a couple of other GMs. I mean, not GMs, owners. I'm hoping, and actually give the right power to the right position people. Like the head coach just does coaching. Let me give my GM the actual proper, um,
GM
role in
power.
there.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
and
you
power.
saying that the head coach is not gonna have a say in who comes in as a player
No,
Hey,
he
hey, but
and
did
who they
so,
Q,
but
draft? Yeah.
you know how Matt Rule. You know,
Have you ever seen Draft Day with Kevin Costner?
that's a good
Yeah, I
movie,
saw it.
Kendall.
That's
That's a
Yeah, I
good
saw it.
movie.
exactly how it works.
But
Exactly.
Kendall, if a coach has a choice between Will Levis or CJ Stroud, you telling me the GM go and pick one of the other ones? You got to look at who this coach can work with philosophy wise.
Correct. And then
So
Yeah, that's
he's
what I
gonna
said.
scheme-wise,
have a
They gonna
say.
work. They
yeah,
gonna work together. Soon as he get this coach in here, then they gonna sit down and work together. Like he's not gonna pick the quarterback, then go get the coach. No,
yeah.
he gonna
Well,
get the
that's what
coach, and
I'm
then they gonna
saying.
work their way
He
there.
got his pick of who he want. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, so
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
basically, and correct me if I'm wrong. Basically, what y'all saying is this: is that Scott Fitterer is going to bring in his coach. When he bring in his coach, those two are going to work together as one, and
Correct.
opposed to when
Correct.
Rule
Yeah,
was here, as opposed to when Rule was here, it was one on one,
It
and it
was
yeah,
was
it was
knocking
all
say
heads,
this,
Rule.
one
though.
say the other.
So it was knocking heads.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Exactly. They were bumping heads. They were bumping heads.
oh
But
yeah.
yeah.
this
The
is
next
another
coach is
thing.
gonna work with him.
Hey, this is another thing that I don't I've read between late this morning and now. Supposedly that whole scouting room is about to be wiped out as well. We're about to get a whole new scout team.
Yep. See,
What
you
So
see all this news coming out and
We
shit.
need
You
that.
see
We
all this
need that.
news coming out.
so I
Well, it's
don't
not
know
even
who they're
that. Look
looking
at the
at.
yeah,
last picks
it's
that
not.
we got in the last couple of drafts, and none of the players hardly on the
Look,
team.
Correct,
Kendall,
Q. Like
Kendall,
I don't know who they're looking at, but that came out right. That came out right between the DJ Moore not getting traded and when C-Mac got traded. That they're saying that either before the deadline or after the deadline, that whole scouting department is about to get wiped away, so they can
Yeah.
go ahead and hit the trail and hit these schools and look at talent before the end of the season, because when the coach comes in, they're either going to see, does the coach want to hire his own scouts, or is Scott Fitter going to clean house and hire the scouts before the coach comes in?
okay, C. Dougie, I can see that. But me personally, me being a fan, I don't think the scouting department is the thing wrong. It's not the scouting.
Oh,
We
hold on
Yeah,
now,
yeah, yeah,
hold
yeah,
y'all,
yeah.
on,
y'all not let me
hold
finish.
on.
Let me
That's
finish.
Scott.
Yeah,
Let me finish.
yes, it is.
Just let me
Tread
just
lightly.
just look. Let me finish. All right, look. Listen. I don't think it's the scouting department. I think it's the people developing these players. Terrace Marshall coming out. Okay, because just bear me right quick. Terrace Marshall coming out of college had a first round grade. The thing that made him
Correct.
slide back was his injury history. He's a
Correct.
talented receiver. It's our ability to develop these players. Chuba
Correct.
Huber rushed for almost 1,000 yards in 2 straight seasons in college football. He would have been a second-round pick. Injuries and fumble problems. That's the thing about it. It's our ability to develop these players. That's been our problem. So I think the talent that we've drafted, that I think we've drafted very talented players. It's the coach who developed these players.
That's what I'm about to say. So
Oh,
you saying
okay.
it's the coach?
Hold see that. Hey, I gotta go. I'm gonna leave after I say this right here. I'm gonna listen to y'all, but I gotta leave. Think about this though, Lonzo. Y'all think about this. Think about this. This is the shit we gotta think about. Okay, we drafted Terrence Marshall because they said the rumor was that we jumped ahead of New Orleans
Saints.
and Joe Brady was in the building. So that means they didn't listen to the scouting department. Then your boy say he drafted Chuba Herbert because of his motherfucking wife. Why did Luke Kuechly leave the scouting department? You see what I'm saying? All this bullshit was going on behind the scouting department. They wasn't listening to the motherfuckers.
So is that the scouting department? Though? What you saying is
But
that
that's your boy. That was the cancer.
So let me also put something in your head, Lonzo. Let me also put something in your head. The scouting department was higher on Terrence Marshall and higher than Justin Jefferson and some of those other guys that came out in that draft. They wanted Mr. Plastic because they felt like he was a better receiver. Now we all know, looking at the talent right there, who's the better receiver. Come on, man. That is a mistalent evaluation.
Before he got hurt, he was the leading receiver at LSU.
That's a
Mr.
fact.
Plastic.
That's the fact. That's a fact. That's a
Talking
fact.
Mr. Plastic.
Yeah, he was.
Hey, Mr. Plastic
He was the leading receiver,
but
he was ahead of Jefferson and he was ahead of Chase before he got hurt.
That's
Look
at
here. Yeah, he was.
Look at here. Chase got hurt and all that, but at the end of the day, you could already see that Mr. Plastic had injury issues. You do not take a receiver that was injured all the way through college.
Have you looked at him now, though, Q? He looked like he's even gotten bigger. The nigga look like he running now.
Yeah.
Well, y'all heard what Ben McAdoo said. Ben McAdoo said it's gonna be a lot of Terrence Marshall now.
This guy was young. He was a sophomore at LSU when he came out. He didn't stay his junior year. He was young. His body was still developing.
Facts.
But I'm with you though, because there's too much talent on this team where they're coming from college and not looking like pros.
Yeah.
In the pros.
Yeah.
Facts.
It's taking them too long to like a Derek Brown. If he gets
that D-line coach, whoever was in Derek Brown's ear or whatever the fuck did transformed into Derek Brown, that person needs a paycheck, or I need to find out what we need to have them on the coaching staff for the future.
Once again, see, Dougie, you tell a nigga that was used to going forward to go side to side and lose weight. You just took my game from me, bro.
But that's your boy Matt Rule.
Nah, that's Phil Snow.
Well, Phil Snow, 335 under the Matt Rule regime.
Yeah.
So Matt Rule allowed that shit to happen. They sat down and talked about it.
Yeah, he did.
And that's what I told y'all. Playing players out of position, motherfuckers too light in the ass. It's a new day around this motherfucker.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of dominoes that's beginning to fall. We're going to see exactly how much of a rebuild this is going to be. Who all going to be leaving? You're going to expect everybody to be gone within a week, man. If they're going to make a move on you. I'm saying whoever they're going to make a move on is going to be gone within a week.
You got that right, Q. You got that shit right. We getting back to business. We getting back to beating motherfuckers black and blue, cuz. I promise you.
Yeah. And I really think after getting all these picks, you change the culture within a year. You change the culture, and you can expect winning in year 2. You can expect, if everything goes well, and you add some veterans to this mix after you do all this drafting, then you make sure that the atmosphere is set for this coach to take full center stage.
Hey, I just thought about something, fellas, and it goes to what Zoe said. I'm just gonna name a couple players' names out that I'm just thinking in the back of my head before Well, it's two. One player I know Q don't like, Keith Taylor,
Yeah,
Mr. Plastic, and I'm trying to think of
yeah.
another player that, and I'll even say Josh Smith. Those players were supposed to at least come in and be the future of this team. We've actually done when I'm just replaying draft picks, not first and second. I'm talking about those diamond in the roughs, those third, fourth, and fifth picks. And we have really failed the players. The players haven't failed us.
Mm-hmm.
We failed those players. We meaning coaches. So let me say the coaches have failed the players because Keith Taylor really should be one of our starting corners.
Yes, yes, facts.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah, yeah.
Scott Smith, I don't know what the hell has happened since preseason where this man can't even see the freaking field.
Well, and you got to think about it. He really put himself in the doghouse with the whole drug ordeal that he did, and he been really trying to claw his way out. And now, instead of making it about football, when he got on the field, he was dropping passes.
Correct.
He was doing little stupid shit. Man, at the end of the day, Sean Smith has to learn what it means to be a professional. And he hasn't done that so far in the Matt Rule.
Yeah.
Then it's two others. Brandon Smith hasn't touched the field. Barno has not touched
Exactly. Preach,
like I said, it's so
Shit,
it's so,
McCall is a nigga that's jump off my screen every time he on the damn screen.
Yeah, fact.
And
But
they
look,
play the motherfucker.
see Dougie, and to your point about Keith Taylor, and it's not that we have Bill Belichick, and it's not that I know every team doesn't have the Patriots way, but I like to compare because their development system on defense is just it's all world, bro. I love it. Do you see what he's doing with Jack Jones? Jack Jones was almost undrafted, bro. Was he undrafted? He has Jack Jones, an undrafted cornerback, or almost undrafted, as
I'm
one
looking
of
it
top
up right now,
10
so
corners,
But
bro.
Zoe, I'm gonna tell you what that was, Zoe. Okay, so check it. When Matt Rule came in, see, I'm gonna tell y'all, the most important coach on a coaching staff is a position coach. A position coach is the most important coach because he spends the most time with that player. Not the coordinator, not the head coach, a position coach. When those position coaches came in with Matt Rule, all of them was from college. Then the next year, all of them got the fuck up out of here. You see what I'm saying? So most of those players already had 2 or 3 position coaches. Where they at now? That's why our development players, we don't see them because they ain't been coached. What the fuck?
hey, Zoe, he was a 4th round pick too.
Oh yeah.
Now you good.
Yeah, I thought he was a late rounder.
Yeah, so we get some stability in his coaching staff with our position coach, and y'all can see watch them flowers just start to bloom. You know what I'm saying?
That is if the players don't want to come and fight them. That is if the players don't want to come beat their ass. Oh God, Robbie Anderson, shout out to that nigga. He looked happy in the Arizona Cardinals. Look, that's another motherfucker. I'm so glad that he gone. I'm glad he gone because it's like he's a cancer in the locker room. You said this.
Did he play last night?
Yeah, he did. I watched that game. They try to throw him a streak, but he wasn't able to separate.
Yeah, exactly. Same shit, different team. Yeah, that was his ass get.
Hey, Matt Rule, you know I jumped in. I'm about to jump over the Big Cat shit. You know I had to come show you some love.
He brought in a bunch of second-tier players, man. A bunch of second-tier players, and we had to use them as first rounders and premier stars and shit. You see what I'm saying? That's why our team was so fucking weak, bro.
Hey, Q, you hear me?
Yeah. I'll holler at you.
All right, I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good Friday.
All right.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm not surprised by anything that's going on right now, and it's just the start. I'm telling you.
No doubt. Yeah, there's more to come. But yeah. I got to roll out too, Q. I'm gonna holler back at y'all, boys, man. Appreciate y'all. Hey, watch We get ready to beat. That's the new shit. We get ready to start beating motherfuckers black and blue.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, kid, damn. Look, we need to be able to compete, and at the rate we going, we couldn't compete when CMC is predominantly our entire offense. So I get it, bro. I get it, man.
No
Look at here,
doubt.
so.
But yeah, motherfuckers can be sad. You know what I'm saying? For maybe not just a day. You know what I'm saying? But by the weekend, you know, you're gonna be sad because of another reason. Or we're gonna get our ass beat. But hey, shit. When you read about these players, man, and these goddamn picks, man, start watching this college ball on Saturday. That'll give
Hey,
you
Yes,
something to
sir.
do.
Yes, sir. You already know what time it is, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. If you're just getting out here, like and subscribe to the channel. Your boy Dub Q and Zoe is in the building. Man, shout out to Wolf, man. I see you over there, fam. Look at here. It's going down. Y'all already know what time it is, man. We just getting it started, man. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. Look, the Panthers trade Christian McCaffrey for a second, third, fourth round, and a fifth round pick. Now, the question should be going forward. What is next? Who is next? Is the entire building up for sale? What's going on? Zoe, how you feeling?
yeah, but with that, when I hear that, I think of Wade saying it's a fire sale. Now, I don't see it being a fire sale. I just see it being us rebuilding. I truly think it's a rebuild. It's this is a rebuild. You're getting rid of your impact guys who was here, and I just think it's time for that. Now, granted, like I said earlier, Q, that don't mean
Mm-hmm.
that we gonna get rid of every. That's not what a rebuild is. A rebuild does not mean you go and get rid of everybody on the team. And I'm mainly talking about your young guys. I don't think you do that. But if you can recuperate picks for these guys like Brian Burns is expendable if you ask me. Brian Burns isn't like a CMC. Brian Burns can get you a first and a second.
Yeah, yeah,
Literally
he
because
can.
his potential. Literally because his potential, his youth, and most importantly, Q. And I meant to say this earlier. Most importantly, the reason why these guys and hold on, let me say this a little bit. The reason why these guys is gone at the rate we see, or what we may say, well, I hear a lot of fans say, well, CMC, we ain't get that much back from him. When they say that, we should have got a first back from him. Well, let me put it like this. Teams, the number one thing, and we said in the Robbie deal, the number one thing people isn't paying as much for these guys is because of their contracts. They have big contracts. CMC, he is owed 20 million probably next year. 16 million. He signed a 4-year, 64 million deal. That gives him at an average rate of 16 million a year. Robbie, 3 years, 33 million. That's 11 million a year. Teams is not going to pay all this much money and give you picks. Like you got to pick one. So we just took the end of, so we was, I think this was a steal. Us getting a 2, 3, 4, and 5 off him, that's a steal. But to Brian Burns' point, Brian Burns is still on his rookie deal. He's 24 years old and he's a Pro Bowl starter. His ability to get to the quarterback, I'm telling you, man, if we can get a first and second for Burns, I don't care which team it is. You pull the trigger, bro. Got to.
The way I'm feeling like Scott and Panthers might be just about done with getting rid of anybody else they're gonna get rid of. Maybe 1 or 2 more players, and that's it. They're gonna be ready for the draft.
You know what, Hollywood? I may see that, but I don't. The only reason why I don't think they done, but I think I can see where you're coming from, because I think this trade that I think they was a little caught by surprise, and they probably
Yeah,
just said on the phone, but
yeah,
they probably was like, shoot, 4 picks for Christian McCaffrey, 2, 3, 4,
exactly.
and 5. That's all we needed this year. Like you gave us half of your draft this season for a running back.
I
Like
think
but
I think if that didn't happen like that, then more players probably would have been traded. But since it did happen like that, like I said, they probably only gonna do 1 or 2 more players.
I don't think so. I think they're gonna fully clean house the right way. You're gonna see Shaq go. You're gonna see what's the other cat I named earlier?
Dante.
Dante gonna end up probably going. You're gonna see Burns probably go, and it's gonna be one more player after that. And I really think it's gonna be Damian Wilson.
Well,
because I mean, but you get
did
rid of
y'all,
them cats for like small picks, but you get all the
yeah.
big pick guys out of the way.
But did y'all see the report earlier this morning about Cam Irving? They talked
No,
about
go
some teams.
ahead.
Yeah, teams was interested in Cam Irving. They said some teams called about Cam Irving.
That's
Who want
crazy.
that bro?
Hey, Q. So how long y'all gonna be on?
For a little minute, man.
All
Like
right,
I
I'm gonna
said,
hop
hey,
back on.
yes sir, yes sir. We
Yo,
getting this
go
day
like and
started. We in
subscribe to
here to
this man
stay.
channel.
You already know it. Appreciate you, Haywood.
Oh yeah, for sure, Hollywood. Hey, look, if y'all in here and y'all appreciate the show we giving to y'all, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit the ring bell, hit the notification bell. Make sure you know when we going live, what time we going live. And if y'all want to show some love, hit them cash apps at the bottom. Dub Q09 and cash app L not so cute. Cool. I said Q. Yeah, man. Hey.
Yes sir. Yes sir. Hey man, I'm telling you, man, it's work day. First of all, your boy is out here. Y'all already know what time it is, man. I'm out here trying to get it. Y'all already see what time it is, man. Your boy out there at work getting it. Hey, the hustle is on. So that's why I'm not on camera to anybody who asking. I'm out here hustling. So yeah. Man, I'm telling
CMC.
you, man. This is one of those days, like I say, business is business. Migo
Yeah.
said it best. Business is business. Now, Zoe, look at here. Business is business. So, with that being
Yeah.
said, we need to make sure we get the right coaching here. We need to make sure we get the right scouting in here to develop these players, man. Enough is enough. Tired of wasting
Yep.
time. I'm tired of wasting picks. I'm tired of all that, man. Let's get the right people in here to get the job done.
Yep. Yeah. And yeah, man. Telling you, Q. I think it all depends on two things. It depends on his draft. It depends on the coach, number one. But if we strike gold in this draft, bro, oh my goodness, I'm telling you, you can see it. Like I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you, you can see it in 1 year. You don't have to wait those many teams. Is not waiting. They're not saying, oh, we gonna wait to be competitive. You saying what the Falcons is doing. They're not saying, oh, I'm gonna sit back and wait to get a better quarter. No, they're competitive with the
Nah,
team they got right now.
yeah. They went out and got the tight end. Everybody laughed at them. They went out, they got the receiver. Everybody laughed at them. Look at here. Now look at how they got quarterback and Desmond Ridder. They got tight end. They got a wide receiver. They done rebuild a lot of things around there. And it's looking up for the Falcons because they're scrappy. Man, look at here. Shout out to my dude, Wolf. Y'all already see what time it is, man. I appreciate you, Wolf. Hey, man, that's one of the biggest Falcon fans around, man. So shout out to Wolf. That's right. Y'all hit that like button when y'all coming up on in here, man. Wipe your feet off on the mat. Your boy Dub Q is in the building. Zoe is in the building. It's a work day, but we still got to get it one way. Y'all already know what time it is. Show love coming on in. Like up the channel.
Yes,
Man,
sir.
I'm telling you, Zoe, if you had to go for it now, what quarterback are you selecting?
You know what, Q? It's ironic you said that, bro. When I seen this trade, it was at 3 o'clock, and immediately I started looking up Bryce Young and C.J. Stroud highlights, and I started watching scouting reports, and I started and then this is 4 o'clock in the morning, Q.
Yeah,
I'm up here
yeah.
watching film on these guys. You know what,
Nigga
Q?
couldn't rest last night.
Yeah, man, it caught me, bro. But I'm gonna say this. Me personally, I go C.J. Stroud, bro. I just think. And I say this because now I know people gonna say there has never been an Ohio State quarterback that's been successful in the league. Yeah. But when I watch him and I just look at how he play, he's 6'3", 210, and it's his ability to process his reads. I don't think you've seen a quarterback out of Ohio State. Now, granted, you may have seen guys throw for more touchdowns than him, but his accuracy and his playmakers around him may be well, but his accuracy and his IQ on the field, I'm telling you, is slim to none. Now, granted,
Yeah,
Bryce Young is the more talented quarterback. He can throw the furthest. He can improvise with the best. He's the best improviser in the draft. Him and Anthony Richardson, those guys, they can make something out of nothing. But the thing with Bryce Young is his size. I mean, Bryce Young, when he get to the combine, he probably checking at about under 6 feet. He gonna be under 200 pounds, so he's not NFL ready right there. He's already not NFL ready. So
Yep.
I just think if you get CJ Stroud and what you put weapons around him. Like I said, if we trade for a first and a second, you will be able to have not 8 other picks in the first 5 rounds for these guys, and even including even like I said with well just what we got right now. If you take the first overall pick and you put that on CJ Stroud, you will still have 6 other picks in the first 5 rounds to surround CJ Stroud with as much help as you can, whether it's offensive line, tight end, receiver, running back. It could be by committee. And granted, fellas, it's a deep running back class in free agency. This running back free agency group is very deep. So could it be where we can get a guy probably in free agency and then probably draft one later in the round? So I think it could be nice, Q.
I agree. But I'm under the impression, yeah, you get your quarterback, but you get this fuck up some weapons. You get this guy some
Oh yeah.
weapons. You go out there, you get him a tight end. You go and not only get a tight end, if you got multiple first round picks, if we continue at the rate we going, you get multiple first round picks, you get a tight end or some kind of skill set weapon to go along with DJ Moore. Because now you don't have CMC. Now you don't have the security blanket of making sure that you check down to him. So you're going to get a running back in this draft, but you're going to also need a tight end with a premium pick. You need to get a guy that can move and stretch the red zone.
Yeah.
Because it's all about scoring. End of the day, it's all about scoring.
Yeah. Man, I'm telling you, we could have a deadly team, bro. If you go out and that's why I said also, Q, it could that like Kendall came on and said too, and like I said, you have an 11 game for the young guys. This is what you want. Like Terrace Marshall, this is probably the best scenario he could have walked into, where it's 11 games. Q, try out the show why I can be a successful receiver in this league. Can't he can show why he can be that number 2 receiver or why he can be a number 3. Shot Smith can show why he belongs on his team. Guys like that, like man, I'm telling you,
I
if
didn't tell you about Shot. You put a little too much faith in Shot Smith. I
no,
didn't tell you that.
I'm just talking about the opportunity at hand. It's a very open opportunity. Say if these guys come in and ball out, you can see these guys back in next year being very well good contributors to next season. Like I just think Chuba Huber, he has to show that he can be a serviceable running back. Well, I already know he's not going to be our starter.
Check this out, Zoe. Check this
Yo.
out, Zoe. My dog say, how about Kittle for Brian Burns? Damn.
Nah,
you're going to have to throw a pick in with that, too, though.
Kittle too much money. Nah, y'all keep Kittle. We trying to get off. They trying to give us money. Nah.
I'll be there. How much money Kittle getting?
Kittle there with the better. Kim get about 16, 17.
I mean, that's where you go pay Brian Burns anyway.
Nah, but Kittle old. I mean, Kittle ain't the same production that Kittle was. I think Kittle 20 like 30 years old. Nah, y'all keep Kittle. I don't want Kittle. Draft the young guy, bro. Go draft the young guy. You'll be able to get him. You'll be able to get him for much cheaper and probably the same production.
So let's play GM. We just talking right now as hypotheticals. With the picks that we got right now. With the first round pick, we got what? 2 2s now. We got 3 3s. I mean 2 3s. We got a 4. No, we got a 4 and then a 5th round pick. Or 2 5ths right now.
Yeah, we got 1 3 though. Well, remember
1 3.
Who we trade that 3
for?
Yeah,
because we traded Henderson and Okay, we got Henderson to trade Dan on our way. Gave away our 3rd round pick. Yeah.
The heck was we thinking, huh?
Yeah, well, I tell you like this, it wasn't a smart move.
Okay.
So let's play GM. Let's talk about it. With no particular player being named, at each pick, what would you take? And at your first round pick, and let's just hypothetically speaking, say we get a second first round pick, because you know somebody else on the move. But 2 second round picks,
mm-hmm.
1/3, 2/4. So tell me who all would you get, and how would you like? What position would you get in each pick?
All right. So at that okay. First, which is the first overall pick, quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Okay.
100% solidified quarterback. I'm taking a quarterback with that pick. No, 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 no. Like with no hesitation, I'm taking a quarterback with the second one. So if we take them number one overall, we gonna have the 33rd pick and no, we gonna have the 32nd because the Dolphins surrendered their first round. So it'll be in the second round though. So we'll end up having the first pick in the second round. I'm getting Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm getting a running back. I think you got to watch him. This running back. I'm trying to tell you, Jahmyr. I'm telling you, watch
With
his
a second round pick.
with the first pick. I'm telling you, Q. just watch his
What's
tape.
your next first? If we get another, you say you getting a
No, no,
running back.
no. I'm operating as though the picks that we got right now at the moment, which
Oh,
is
okay.
so the first pick in the second round. I'm taking Jahmyr Gibbs. The second that we have, I'm looking for a receiver or a linebacker. Whether it's I think most of the receivers will be off the board. Well, no, I think guys like Josh Down and players like that will still be there, but they ain't game changers. So I'll probably no Josh Down was nice. I'll look for a linebacker. I'll put like that. And whether it's Henry I don't know how to pronounce his name. That nigga name weird. Whether it's Jack Campbell, guys like that, I look for guys like that. The third round pick, you can give me a tight end. Whether it's Art Gilbert, whether it's any Dwayne Washington, whether it's all any of those guys. And I just think going outside of that, you pick BPA, best player available. I think you can go for any round guy.
See, I'm under the impression that the first round pick we get, it's obviously clear you get a quarterback. With the first, second round pick, you go middle linebacker. Because I know we're gonna have the first round pick, but I'm just saying with your next pick, you go middle linebacker. You solidify both sides of the football. Then with that next pick, the next second round pick, you can go get you a running back, or you go get a pass rusher. You make sure you get another pass rusher, and then with that third round pick that you got, you can go tight end or a skill set receiver, because you want to make sure you build this thing correctly and you do it at the right time. Because I think it'll be a reach to get anybody else. If you look at the picks you get, you got to get the most bang for your buck, and you can't pass over any middle linebacker because you don't have one. And you can't pass over. And I get it, you guys ran this room into this position. Uh,
You breaking up, Q?
oh, my bad, my bad. I said you got to make sure you groom somebody to come into this position, because at the end of the day, you're going to need a middle linebacker. So first pick, you go quarterback. Second pick, you go middle linebacker. Third pick, you get a skill set person, whether that be a running back or a tight end. But you make sure you
Yeah.
get that. You next pick, that third round pick, you go ahead and you get a playmaker. Like I said, you add on to what you got. You give your quarterback help. And then I'm gonna go as far as to say somewhere along this draft, you pick up another center. Because do you want to pay Bradley Bozeman? Pat Elfline is showing you he's a young guy, but he's getting pushed back a little bit.
Yeah.
I like Elfline, but at the end of the day, you might need an upgrade at center. So in that fourth round, you might need to look to get a center that's
Mm,
gonna come in and be able to take over the reins from him eventually, some
yeah.
way, some point in the season. You
Yeah.
need to have depth at center. You need to have depth on this offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
You also need to make sure that you go out, and I hate to say this, we need to get another corner. We need a number two corner, but you can get that
No,
fourth or fifth round.
that's serious. No. You really do.
Yeah, yeah. It's shown this year you need a second cornerback. Like your ass is dependent on it. You need some, because when JC Horn go down, you got nobody else.
Nobody. Completely nobody. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So at that point, you need to make sure you get another cornerback to solidify that position opposite of JC Horn. And then from there, you just revamped your entire defense. But I would go so far to say I get another either D tackle or edge rusher to make sure that I got a bevy of guys that's on that line so that we can always win in their front seven. Because that means you got Louvu, you got Brown, you got two new edge rushers, you got McCall, That means you got a middle linebacker. Look, you can do some things with that on that defense on that front seven. You can
Yeah.
add some free agents. You can bring in to come in and plug and play, bro. You can do some things, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Hold on for a minute, Zoe. Go ahead. Give me about 5 minutes.
Yeah. Like you said, you can do a lot. Yeah, I put it like that. Yeah, that's true. You can do a whole lot. I just think, man, if CJ, you got to put CJ Stroud in the best possible situation that he can walk into. You gotta have him comfortable. Where you give this guy every weapon that he needs. I don't care if you overload on it and you seeing it work. Like even with young quarterbacks in the league, that's why you seeing a guy like Zach Wilson thrive now when he's able to come back. Because what they do with Zach Wilson, build that O line. Give them two running backs 2 straight years. Go sign Corey Davis. Go draft 2 wide receivers 2 years straight. Like they surrounded their quarterback with weapons. So now you're starting to see their offense look way better, and you start to see the quarterback position look better because you gave him playmakers. Now go back and you can even look at Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts. What did they do with Jalen Hurts? They gave him Devontae. They went and got him Devontae Smith, good receiver. But they said if I can just give him that legit number one guy, that just let that legit number one receiver, he can take his game to the next level. And we seeing the type of year he having with AJ Brown and all of that. Like, man, you got it. I'm telling you, when young quarterbacks, the thing about it, you have to get these young quarterback weapons. That's vital. That's why you seen the Josh Allens of the world come in and have so much success. Josh Allen came in his first year. He didn't play as well. He came in his second season and showed promise. That's what it was. He showed promise. Then once they got him Stephon Diggs, his whole career and his gameplay just jetted off. It literally took off because you surrounded him with you surrounded him with a receiver. Like that. That's the thing about it. So I say this, man. Me personally, with those first 3 picks, and even if I get more picks, I'm overloading on offense. I am, and me personally, I will spend free agency because it'll be a good free agency for defense. There'll be linebackers. There'll be a couple corners. There's some edge guys that's good, and I'll spend free agency on the defense, and I'll spend the draft in the beginning part addressing your offense because there's no way, like I said, it's just no way that our offense should be 32nd, bro, and passing wise. Like that's atrocious, bro. What y'all who chat? Let me ask y'all who would y'all take in the first round? Which quarterback would y'all take? I'm pretty much sure all y'all gonna say quarterback. What quarterback would y'all take? Is it Stroud? Is it Levis? Is it Young? I don't know. Shit, Stroud, yeah, facts. Stroud, man, Stroud just got an NFL type of game. The only thing with Stroud is that Stroud potential. When you drafting a quarterback at number one, see Stroud is the safest pick. When people say safe, they guys that you can plug and play right now because of his IQ towards the game. So, but when you think about potential wise, how good can Stroud actually be? We don't know because he don't have the ability to make plays on the throw. He's a pocket passer. He's a playmaker from the pocket.
Yes, sir. Oh man. So yeah, you already know what time it is, man. Look at here, your boy WQ and Zoe in the building. Wipe your feet off on that, man. Like and subscribe to the channel, man. We just getting it started, man. Look, Zoe. Bryce Young is too small. Stroud might be the guy. We need to make sure that we figure this thing out. But I tell you what, we're gonna probably come back and hit y'all with another live sooner or later. Zoe, how you feeling? You ready to roll up out here?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Man, I hope everybody have themselves a beautiful morning. Just get it. You already know what time it is. Breaking news: Christian McCaffrey has been traded for a second, third, fourth round, and a fifth round pick. So yeah, I'm telling you guys, it's gonna be interesting. Look,
You breaking up, Q.
Go ahead.
You breaking up, Q. I can't hear you.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, I'll holler at
You
y'all
good
later.
See y'all boys.
Yes, sir. Yeah, y'all ready for time?